take your business to the next level? I know you can do it because I believe in you. You are family. You are family. I love all you leaders, all of you. Herminio Nevadas, thank you for your dedication and hard work. Juan Rosado, thank you. And Don Maurice, thank you. Hey, let's greet those on virtual around the world. In Asia, it's very late, and they're with us. Let's cheer them on. Let's greet Asia. Sherry Den, if you're out there, thank you for your dedication. We have so many great leaders. You know what I love? This is family. We are family. It doesn't matter what country we're from. It doesn't matter what language we speak, because we all speak the language of For Life, and it's love. It's love. I love all of you. I love all of you. And it's in my heart, it's in my dedication to always see you succeed. And when I see you come across the stage and I hear your stories, it warms my heart. Because that's what I want to see. I want to see you do well. These leaders, these platinums, these golds, they want to see you do well. Because For Life is not just about transfer factor. For Life is a lifestyle. It's a culture. It's a culture phenomena. And we're changing the world. And we're going to continue to impact the world. You want to make it better? We can make it better. I know we can. Here's my goal. My goal is I want to see us double the size of the company and become a billion-dollar company. $1 billion in 1 year. 1 billion. We can do it. We can double the size of this company. I've been working during this whole convention. I've been doing Zoom calls with other leaders and even meeting prospects in the lobby for lunch. I'm always active. I'm supporting my leaders. So before I even get started, though, I want you to welcome my family sitting up front. Can we spotlight them? Stand up, please. So we got, of course, my wife, Michelle, my son, Arthur, my son, Alexander, my son, Micah, and his beautiful wife, Jessie. Thank you. Thank you. So, I want you to look at something. Utah air makes me dry. And is the photo ready? The picture on the screen. There we go. There we go. That was me next month in November, it will be 24 years I've been with For Life. 24 years. That picture, that photo is when I started. Look at my face. I know what you're thinking, Jeff, you looked a lot younger then. That's what one of my premier, when we were doing rehearsal, one of my premier reps, I won't say who, she said, wow, you look a lot younger then. I said, well, thank you. How old do I look now? But look at my face. Do I look confident? Probably not. Do I look stressed? Yes. You don't see a computer either. 24 years ago. And I had to start over. I didn't bring a downline in with me when I joined For Life. I was in a previous company, but all the leaders were burned out, dead. Some went off to other companies, and I had to start all over again. I remember going in that room, and I said to myself, I can't believe I'm going to do this again. I need a psychologist. I need a therapist. I hate this business. That's what I thought. And Dave Daughtry's motivating me. You can do it, Jeff. And all I had to go back to a contact list, call people I couldn't find before, weren't interested before, were too busy before. And that's where I had to start. And I said, I'm going to go 8 to faint. 8 to faint. That is 8 in the morning till I faint. Every day for 90 days. 8 to faint. And I did a self-imposed lockdown. When we had the pandemic, and they were talking about lockdowns and shelter at home, I said, what are you talking about, man? I've been working from home all my life. This is no big deal, right? But I did a self-imposed lockdown back then, 24 years ago. I said, I'm not going to go out of the driveway. I'm not going to go out and do presentations. I'm not going to see anybody face to face. I'm going to do everything from my desk. And what I'm going to teach you are lessons from the desk. Are you ready? And so, 90 days, all out, massive action. Massive action gets what? Massive results. And I knew it. A burst of energy, a burst of focus. The speed of the leader determines the speed of the team. Your team can run no faster than you. You have to have urgency. And it was from that picture, in that picture that you saw, when I was talking to people, I had urgency in my voice. I had conviction in my voice. And any of you can do a 90-day run. But that's what I was doing then. And at the end of 90 days, and by the way, we had two things David Lisenby supported us with. He was doing conference calls. I think we're doing like 3 a day. 3 a day. And there was an 800 hotline called the Transfer Factor Hotline. And I remember when I first heard about it, I talked to this hippie kid, Mark McCarty, and I called him, I said, are you going to do For Life? He said, yeah. I said, what is it? I mean, the name of your product is weird, man. It's called Transfer Factor. He said, I don't know, I just signed up yesterday. Yeah, he's going to give me hope, right? And so, so he said, call this 800 number and listen to this Dr. Rob Robertson. I called that number. I listened to it. I called him back. I said, this is exactly what I'm looking for. Rob Robertson, wherever you are, I thank the Lord I met you. And so that was it. I was totally on board and sold. And the only two tools we had was conference calling and the 800 hotline. Now, instead of, my previous company, before that, I went out on the road. I was doing meetings everywhere. I was doing them in hotels, schools, public buildings. I would do a meeting in a cornfield. I didn't care, wherever people would show up. But this time I said, you know what, I'm going to leverage on technology. And that's what I did. And at the end of 90 days from the desk, and the principle here is lesson from the desk 1, focus, focus, focus. People are going to call you. They're going to talk to you about other companies, other opportunities. Every time they call me, I'd say, God bless you, I'm focused. I don't have time to listen to your presentation. I'm going to be busy with this. So be focused. Don't look at other companies. I mean, how could you be better than this? So focus is important. And what happened at the end of 90 days? Here's what happened. I sponsored 27 people, and I had a team of 800 in my downline. 800. From a desk, a dirty old desk. And if someone said, well, yeah, but can you do that today? Well, I did it last year. Yeah, that's right. When they announced the new rank positions and they came out with Platinum Elite, I said, what? A Platinum's hard enough. Platinum Elite? Are you out of your mind? And I remember having this conversation with myself. Jeff, what do you tell your leaders? If you're not at a rank that you want to be, it's only because you haven't made your mind up yet. It's time to make up your mind. They put you in a corner, you're going to have to come out fighting. You got no choice. And here's the thing, I am not Superman. Let me tell you something. You know how you get to a new rank? You get it by permission. You get it by permission of other leaders in your team. And it can't be about you. It can't be about me. It's got to be about them, and that's how you sell it. And so I started calling the leaders, and I said, listen, do you want to do this? Do you want to be more? Do you want to have more? Do you want to become more? And they said, yes. I said, great. Half the battle is won. The rest is logistics and hard work. We can do it. And from morning till wee hours of the night, that's what we did. And in the month of June, from a different desk, or table, I should say, from a different table, was actually my breakfast table, where I just propped up my iPad, and that's all we did. And it was exciting, because when I called some of the leaders, I called Sherry Den, I called Alinea Sullivan, different goals, and then we started working down the ranks and getting other people, bronze, presidentials, diamonds, and I kept saying the same thing. Do you want to do this? Do you want to be more, have more, become more? Do you want to break rank? They said yes. I said, great, half the battle's won. The rest is logistics and hard work. Let's do it. And I said, but here's what I don't want to hear out of your mouth. I hope, I wish. I don't want to hear those words. Maybe. Oh, I hate maybe. I don't like that. I said, I want to hear we will. We can do it. That's what I want to hear out of your mouth. And the last day of June, I got a nice phone call from Danny Lee. He was encouraging me. He said, I hear you're going to go for it. And I said, yeah, I'm going to go for it. Danny remembers this conversation very well. I said, but I have two fears. He said, okay, what is the fear? One is I'll fail. He said, what's the second fear? I said, that I'll succeed. Now you're wondering, say, okay, I think the Platino elite has lost his mind, right? Okay, right. I said, you see, Danny, I don't want to go alone. I don't want to go alone. I don't want to be the only platinum elite. That would bother me. He said, just do it, and let's see what the others do. Herminio Nevadas did it. Then Juan Rosado did it. So proud of them. But that was it. So from a different table, yes, I didn't do a 90-day run. I did like a 60-day run. And that's the thing I want to teach you leaders is when you talk about focus, is that you can do a 30-day, a 60-day, a 90-day. Whatever your circumstances. And if you have a spouse, a family, then talk to them about supporting you. Someone else can cut the grass. Someone else can wash the dishes. Someone else can cook. These are women roles, right? But so many of our leaders are women. Actually, they're better at this than we men are. It's really true. Give our women a hand. So you can do it. Set that goal. 8 to faint. 30-day, 60-day, 90-day, whatever you can do, just do it. And that's what I did. But I'll tell you, from that desk in that picture, that forever changed my life. The ripple effects of that 90 days forever changed my life. That propelled all the leadership coming in the company, volume, everything. But you know what? I never quit because I don't know how to quit. Unless David Vollmer is going to come out with a new product called Quit. Do you think he would do that? No, we don't want that product. But I don't know how to quit, and you don't know how to quit, right? Now here's the second lesson I want to give you from the desk, and this is going to be, I'm trying to decide which point. Be social. Be social now that you come out of a pandemic, I want you to get good at being social. If you're at a Starbucks line, grocery line, wherever you are, and you're standing next to somebody, don't look at your phone. Look at the person next to you and have a conversation. Yeah, you women are good at this because you can look at a woman's shoes and say, well, hey, I love your shoes. You know, if I do that with a guy, he's going to be like, I mean, guys, hey, who's your ball team this year? Yeah, you can find a way to get a conversation going. And then that's it. And then before you leave, because you only got a few minutes sometimes, right? Then you say, hey, are you on Facebook, Instagram? I really enjoyed our conversation. Can we add one another and stay in touch? I tell you, I did that one time. One time I did a meeting, and I went to the lounge to see a ball game. So I went right up to the bar and sat in the chair, and there were 3 guys there. And so during the break, I said, what do you do? And they each talked about their companies, but they're all traveling away from their families. And they said to me, they said, well, what do you do? And I said, well, it's like this. Somebody introduced a product to me. I liked it. I liked it very much. And they said, you can get online, take a membership, and get the product at wholesale instead of pay retail, and you'll save money. Well, that sounded good to me. And they said to me, and when you do that, the company will give you a page, a URL that you can share with people just like yourself that would also enjoy that product. And you're going to find very quickly that when they start making purchases, it's going to equal out what you're spending out on your own product, and you're going to be getting your product for free. And that made sense to me. And they said, and when they share their page with others, you're going to get paid on those orders too, no matter how big that becomes. And those three men were looking at me, just staring at me. And I said, and you know what? Ever since then, I've never needed a job. I've lived off residual income. Now, I didn't say it was network marketing. Sometimes I do. I never hide it. But what I'm trying to do is open their mind to the concept of residual income. To residual income. I don't need a job. Ever since then, I've lived off residual income. I want to open their minds. If I can open their minds, then I can get into their minds. And then the one man said, well, I like to do that. The other guy said, yeah, the third guy said, yeah, I'd like to do that too. What do we do? I said, well, are you guys in Facebook or Instagram? Yeah. Well, let me add you. Let's add one another, and I'll send you some links, and we'll go from there, and I'll follow up with you. Look forward to talking to you about it. You see how simple it is, friends? Be social. Now, fast forward, not too long ago, a few months ago, I met someone that was in my Facebook group. I didn't know him that well. And he made a post. Now, you know, interesting thing about people in social media is they're not that social. You notice that? And so he put out some content about playing drums, and then I commented to it. I said, oh, you're a drummer. That's good to know. I'm a drummer too. And we started talking drum talk, right? And then he said, hey, I'm going to be in your area. Maybe we could get together for coffee. I said, if you're in my area, you come on over to my house and we'll have coffee. And he was in another network marketing company. He came over, they both came over to my house. We had a great time. We bonded really well. I did not try to recruit him. I wanted to develop a relationship first. That's right. So in social media, whether you do it in public or in social media, you need to talk to people, be social. And that's what I did. And 2 weeks later, my wife and I are at a hotel, and he called and he says, hey, I need to talk to you. I said, oh, okay. And he said, and so I went and found a quiet spot, and he said, my company's in trouble. And I said, what's the problem? Well, the owner is jealous of my success. What? The owner of your company is jealous of your success? He said, yeah. And so he said, I want to know, can that be fixed? I said, I'm going to tell you the truth. That cannot be fixed. You're on your way out whether you know it or not. So you need to find a legacy company. Now, I'm in a legacy company. You don't have to look at mine. There are others, I'm sure. But I hope you look at mine. So long story short, they decided to join For Life. They're here. And so the first thing I said to him, I said, let's get the ball rolling. Tell me your best leader. Just put a good leader on Zoom with me. We went over there at our first kickoff meeting. We had 126 people in the room. And now it's going to go from there. And so what's the lesson from the table? The lesson from the table is be social. Be social. Now here's the other lesson from the table, and that is be honest. This is a big one with me, okay? It's a big one with me. Be honest simply means that we're going to tell the truth about what we do, okay? And I see this all the time, other leaders in other network marketing companies, and they have these expressions, these cliches. It's so easy. You're going to get rich. The product sells itself. Nah, nobody in this room is going to do that, right? Right? Right. Okay. That's right. Let me tell you something. Here's what I want to tell you. Talk about when you prospect people and ask them, what do you want to do with this? Are you just wanting to make a little money, or how far do you want to go? No, I want to make some serious money. I really want to do this. Okay. How was your life before you saw our company? What was that like? Well, that was hard. I struggled. I mean, we're dropping the kids off daycare, having to drive to work, fight rush hour traffic. My wife's working. She comes home. She's stressed, and then she begins her second job, cleaning clothes, taking care of the kids. I said, that's hard, isn't it? Yeah, that's hard. I said, well, I want you to understand this. Don't expect this to be easy. Don't expect this to be easy. The difference is that never changes. That always stays the same. This changes. The more you do it, the easier it gets. The more you do it, the more money you'll make. It'll always get easier. Now, what am I doing? I'm preparing that person for adversity. Dolly Parton says you cannot have the rainbow without the rain. I say, don't sell just the sunshine, sell the rain. Prepare them. That's why you lose people, because they're not prepared. It's like somebody joining the military, right? Can you imagine this? So a person's going to go in and join the Marines. And so the recruiting officer says, congratulations, welcome to the Marines. And they said, you're going off to boot camp tomorrow. And he says, great. And so off he goes. And he's on this bus, and this bus pulls up at the beach. And he's going, wow, this is boot camp? Yeah, and all of a sudden the doors open, he's going out, and he can hear all this music. It's like island music, right? All this music. And all of a sudden these girls come up in bikinis and margaritas, and they say, welcome to boot camp. This is boot camp? I can't believe it. I love the Marines. And they say, yeah, this is it, man. They're dancing, have a good time, feasting on the beach. It's awesome. Awesome. And that goes on for weeks. Then he says, they come to him, they say, hey, it's time to go to war now. The bus is pulling up, man. We're flying you out tomorrow. You're going to Iraq. Okay, I'm ready, baby. I'm ready. And then finally he gets over there, and all of a sudden, there's bullets and bombs everywhere going off. Bullets and bombs. He's going, wait a second. Where is the music? Where's the margaritas and the bikinis? All we got is bullets and bombs. And that's what people do in other companies out there. They just talk about, oh, this is going to be great. Oh, this is going to be rich. And then they go out there and they go through rejection. They go through disappointments. They go through failure. And then they say, my upline didn't tell me I was going to go through this. They didn't tell me that at all. That's why I say, friends, prepare them for adversity. Can you do that? If you do it, you're going to have more people stay with you because they're going to remember. They're going to say, oh, yeah, she told me I was going to go through that. I'm telling you, talk to them about your struggles. Not if you're wearing a Rolex watch, you're driving some Mercedes. The challenge with a platinum or platinum elites is we got to play down our success. And that's why when I meet people, I don't talk about how successful I am. I don't tell them about my lifestyle or my house I live in or how much money I make. I don't do that because it's going to go against me if I do. I want to talk to them about things that are relatable because their life is a struggle. Their life is a struggle. And so what I want to do is prepare them for it. Now, you like that point, that lesson from the desk? Yes. Now, real quick. You know, Leslie, she said I could have a few more minutes on stage. She's being sweet to me. She's so nice. Here's another, if you want to know the secret to my sauce, I'm going to tell it. You want to hear it? It's a lesson from the desk. And the lesson from the desk is that I taprooted a lot when I was building my team. Now, taprooting simply means, taproot of a tree is the deepest root that keeps the tree in place when the storms come. And so what I would do is I would taproot down into my lines. I would go to maybe 10 levels down deep, and then I would find somebody with some potential. And then I would say to that person, hey, let me work with you. I can see potential in you. Let's talk about your list, your contact list. How's that going? Now, let me give you an example. I can remember when I talked to Linda Emerson in Canada. Linda, if you're on, love you. Linda wasn't moving when I signed her up. And she was in a previous network marketing company. So I called Linda and I said, Linda, you're not moving. I said, listen, give me one name of one leader, somebody you respect. Just tell me who she is. She said, well, I already talked to her. She's not interested. Who is she? Sherry Dinn. I said, okay, Sherry Dinn, what's her phone number? I called her up. I said, Sherry, you don't know me and I don't know you, but Linda said a lot of great things about you and I'd love to meet with you. I hear you're an awesome person, a great leader in network marketing, and I'm going to tell you about what I'm doing, and if you're not interested, totally fine, we can be friends. How about that? Can we have lunch together? Okay. And so I go out and have lunch with her. Long story short, it took 2 days. And finally, and this is important, friends, you need to have conviction. You need to have personal power. I follow Tony Robbins. He's my mentor. And you need to have personal power. And I remember Sherry saying to me, well, we got an immune system product. I said, no, you don't. I said, you don't have what we have. What we have, you have to come to us to get it. What you have, I can go down to GNC or your local Herbalife distributor or anyone else and get what you got, okay? That's personal power. That's personal power. And then I said, but if you want what I got, you're gonna have to come with me. You're gonna have to join this company, because I tell you what, one day this product will be in every household of Singapore. It'll be in every household out there. And here was what I said to her. And I said, and my only question to you is, what percentage of the market do you want? And then I shut up and I just looked at her with those poker eyes. And she said, you're right, I'm in. And she's a platinum international. And so that, guess what? Then I call Linda, and I said, hey, what's your ID number? Because she's coming in. She said, what? I said, yeah, she's not interested. She's coming in. Yeah. I couldn't tell you how many times I've done that with leaders. I'm telling you what, you got gold in your downline, gold. And what you got to do is get down there and find it. Don't expect them. They don't have confidence. They don't have personal power. They don't have faith. They got to see it through your eyes. You got to throw them over your back. You got to help these people. So lastly, I want to say this, another lesson from the table. And this is important. Be product-centric, not opportunity-centric. And you might say, I had somebody say that, Jeff, what do you mean? You're the guy that says sell the franchise, not the burglar, right? That's right. I believe in the model. I believe we can move a whole lot more products if we build a model, if we build teams. I do believe in that. However, if our opportunity is not based on our product, that's a problem. We're going to lose a lot of people. Because when we started 25 years ago, there wasn't that many network marketing companies out there. Today, there's thousands. And they're just like dangling a gold chain in front of your downline, trying to hypnotize them, saying, we got a better opportunity, right? If we're so opportunity, if that's our focus, is just talking about network marketing, talking about money, things like that, we're going to lose a lot of people. I would say the meeting we did there, we probably spent 70% of the time talking about the origins of transfer factor, how it happened, how we went from a blood source to a non-blood source, and why that was significant, and how those doctors that David Lisenby talked about in South Carolina were the first ones to create a patent, and David locked arms with them, and as a result, a company was created called For Life Research. We were the first ones to take transfer factor to the public. If you needed transfer factor when you were born, you certainly need it now. You got to at least get some fundamental concepts in their minds, or you're going to lose them. You're going to look at your reports and you're going to say, dang, what's happening? What's going on with our team? So if you see that, and that's a gauge right there. If you want to know whether you're more product-centric or more opportunity-centric, then look at your reports. You know if your volume has dropped. Why did it drop? That's because people quit ordering. Why would you ever get off this product? That meant that the person that brought them in never instilled in them any kind of belief about this product. They didn't educate them. So that's important. So I say find the balance. So I'm just saying find that balance, because if you don't get them rooted in the product, you're going to have a lot of attrition. So it's been fun being here. It really has. You know, I wanted to give you nuggets, nuggets, okay? Things that you can walk away with. I know you can do this. I believe in you. I know we can make For Life a billion-dollar company. Do you believe it? I know we can do it. I believe in this company. I mean, I'm amazed how much David Lisenby and Bianca Lisenby have put in this company, and Danny Lee, the kind of impact he's made, but also all the corporate leaders who've been out here. They're incredible. We couldn't do this. We couldn't do it without them. Why don't we give them a hand, all our corporate leaders? I couldn't do what they do. I couldn't do what they do. I couldn't do what David did. I wasn't like my father ran a company. I was different. I was just different. And that's the beauty of it. See, we're connected. We're connected. We're different, but we're connected. And so together, everybody is going to achieve more. And that's what I want to see with your future, because I believe in you. I believe in you. And I'm going to tell you something. I want you to say that to your downline. That's the most powerful words you can say to your downline is, I believe in you. It's so powerful. You know why? Because they don't believe in themselves. They don't believe in themselves. But I want you to help them. I want you to reach down to your downline. Start taprooting. Start helping your leaders. Getting to know your leaders. Love on your leaders. Tell them how great they are. Build them up. Let's build a great company. I know we can build a billion-dollar company. There was a time that I needed For Life. I still need it. But you remember that picture? I don't know if we can put that picture back up again. Can we do that? That picture? Yeah, look at me. I needed For Life. Why are you laughing at me? I needed For Life. Look at my eye. And the cat was my first recruit, Buddy the cat. Hey, he was a good recruit. But look at my face. I didn't have anybody in my downline. There was no guarantee I would be successful. None of that. The only thing we had was these conference calls that David Lisenby did. We all did it, Dave Daughtry, and people were sharing their stories and talking about transfer factor. That was the beginning. And I never imagined, my goal was $5,000 a month. That was it. I just wanted to keep the wolves away. That was it. In my third month, I was there. In my third month. But look at that. There was a time I needed For Life. There was a time Juan Rosado, a broke security guard, needed For Life. There was a time that Dave Daughtry and Bonnie Taylor, who were homeless before they joined, needed For Life. Do you need For Life? Well, listen to my words. For Life needs you. For Life needs you. They need you to take this to another level. It's time to quit playing small. Let's play big. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. We want this to become the most talked about company in the history of network marketing. We need For Life. For Life needs us. So let's do it, guys. I can't wait to our next convention. Let's bring it to another level. Let's keep supporting one another. I just love all of you, all you leaders. You're incredible human beings. May God bless you, and may God bless For Life.